Repatriate. The government repatriated him because he had no visa. What does it mean? It means to restore or return a thing or person to the country of origin, to send someone or something back to their own country. The term may refer to non-human entity or as well as human. For example, money, property, or military personnel. Let's look at some examples. The government forcibly repatriated them back to their country of origin. Most travel insurance policies do pay to repatriate bodies or ashes if the policyholder has died abroad. Some Asian countries hit hard by recession in the late 1990s tried to repatriate migrant workers. How does a company remit its profits and dividends and repatriate capital abroad? They would prefer tax amnesties to persuade people to repatriate their money. He promises to examine every grain of sand to repatriate the remains of fallen Japanese soldiers who are still unaccounted for. The government has repatriated the illegal immigrants. In this part, you need to formulate in detail a repatriate plan. But it didn't match any modern Indian tribe, a finding that Indians see as the latest scheme to deny tribes the right to repatriate and rebury such remains. Earlier, the government had approved amendments codifying foreign exchange regulations to enable foreign companies to repatriate profits. It was not the policy of the government to repatriate genuine refugees. The government aims to repatriate all Vietnamese migrants as soon as possible. Many of these people sought to repatriate and complex questions of citizenship arose. It would repatriate manufacturing jobs from China to its headquarters. Suffering households and companies are more likely to repatriate overseas investments. They helped repatriate a Canadian convicted of money laundering in Mexico. If they repatriate that one USD, they need to provide an equivalent value in yuan to get it home. The UK owner be compelled to repatriate foreign earnings. Italy is using military helicopters to repatriate 292 Albanian refugees. In that event, an obligation to repatriate could be legally nullified. An agreement between the countries enables companies to repatriate their profits freely. If a claimant or their body is repatriated, they are transported back to their own country after they have been injured or killed in a foreign country. The parents of the dead man have discovered that they will have to pay the full cost of repatriating their son's body themselves because he did not have insurance. Foreign investors are to be allowed to repatriate profits over 1 billion rupees. About 300 French hostages are to be repatriated. His body will be repatriated to the UK for burial. They repatriated prisoners of war. Foreign films would be permitted to repatriate all profits. The majority came to America as migrant workers who intended to repatriate to Hungary.